Hello and welcome back to Seismic Cinema. So put your feet up on the Jedi tombs, grab your popcorn and a force choke hold, and get ready to quickly change your mind and agree with us over the next 40 minutes.
Nice ad lib opening. I like that.
Did you know the bit I was referring to?
I think so. Maybe,
Yeah.
possibly. I was kind of a bit worried there. You had a few long pauses, and I was like, "Oh, he's falling to bits. He's falling to bits."
I had planned it, it just didn't come out as good. But oh well. So yeah, we're going to discuss Kenobi Part 4, the third last episode of the series, although there's a lot of talk about season 2.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm struggling to find the value in season 1 so far. But that's just me. I'm a bit cynical that way, but
You really
um,
enjoyed the first 2 episodes, so don't be so dramatic.
I did. But the last two have been pretty.
Right, well, that's a wee bit of a spoiler for this episode, so why don't we get to that? Get to that when we get to it.
Right. But first, I need a refresher because I cannot remember. Oh, is your name? Are you a librarian?
Librarian.
Ah, never mind then. I thought you. Never mind. That Terra Sanubi. Who's Terra Sanubi? Your name on the video for the people
Yes.
on Spotify, etc., etc.
Yes. Right. But I'll be honest, I didn't clock this right away. I watched. Have you ever watched what they called? I can't remember. I'm really bad. I forgot the name of the channel. Um, he is like a really kind of old alien Jedi that was in the Clone Wars.
Oh,
He
that's what I
did.
was talking about.
Hi. I wouldn't really class him as a librarian, but
No, he's just in the library all the time.
yeah, he. It was the episode. It was the arc where Ahsoka lost her lightsaber, and then he helped her find it, and he was like teaching her quite a lot.
Yeah, and he was quite old and dotery.
Yeah,
And then at the end, he whips out a lightsaber and he's quite capable.
it's been confirmed that that was him.
Poor guy. Aye. I was like,
Yeah,
because I seen it and I had like Leonardo DiCaprio meme moment. I was just like, it's him.
I know
And then,
I know the one you mean as well.
and then Scarlett's like, who? What? And I was
Did
like, try
you
to explain,
did
but
you clock him right away then?
I did, I.
Right, so
But it's probably because I
let's,
watched Clone Wars more recently than you did, I think.
yeah, let's go in a non-linear fashion then. Why don't we just start with the scene with the Jedi tombs?
I thought it was pretty cool. I think it lent its inspiration quite well from Jurassic Park. Like they're stuck in amber kind of thing, or I don't know what it was they're stuck in, but uh, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought we are going to see more like recognizable faces. I thought like because they mentioned Quinlan Voss in the last episode, I thought we are going
You're
to see
dropping
like
out a
maybe
bit
him.
there.
Was that I jumped out there? Hello.
We either you or me keep dropping in and out of the sound there, so hopefully that's not been too bad.
Nah, you kind of froze my asking for a wee second. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was. I was watching one of those ones that kind of breaks it down scene by scene, and there was a someone in one of the tombs that looked a bit like Quinlan Voss,
All right. Okay.
but whether
So,
that was him or not is a different matter.
yeah, because I was actually trying to. I was like, because what I'm going off is the Clone Wars, Quinlan Voss. And I didn't think anyone really looked like him from that, but it could look completely different in this.
There was another character because I was reading the article just when I was waiting on you jumping in. There's a character called. I've lost it now. He was on the Jedi Temple, the Jedi Council, sorry, in Revenge of the Sith.
Right. Okay.
Trying to see if I can find the name. Uh,
Well, I was expecting to see more. No, not well-known names, but somebody you'd recognise anyway.
So the guy I was talking about was called Coleman. I don't know how to pronounce the surname, but it's Kcaj. So he was on the Jedi Council in Revenge of the Sith, so you can search him up later on. Apparently, there was someone
So
that looked
he's
a
a
lot like.
right.
I
Okay,
don't know if I don't know if it's officially him, but there was someone that looked a lot like him.
right. Okay, cool.
And
But
there was somebody thought one of them was Mace Windu, but people think that's highly unlikely.
I didn't see anyone that I thought looked like Mace Windu, but I could be totally wrong. It's just interesting. Like it's just so they've got this large collect. Like, are they alive or dead?
They're dead, I think.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
So I think they're essentially storing them for potential future hijinks. So maybe along the lines of like the stuff they're doing with Grogu and the Mandalorian, or the creation of Snoke.
All right, cloning wise, I get you. I get you.
So that for me was probably the most interesting bit. Like that was the bit of the episode where I kind of perked up a bit and got quite invested.
It didn't quite get that much for me that, but
Yeah,
um,
I found that bit quite interesting because it's probably something that will lead on to something in the future, I reckon.
yeah, it was quite interesting. It just you don't see there hasn't really been anything about them storing them or anything. I don't know if it's in Fallen Order or if there's maybe you see something like that as well in that. I'm not entirely sure because I think you get to visit the fortress or
Yeah.
attack the fortress. I think
Like,
in
we need to discuss the name
the name
Fortress Inquisitories.
Inquisitories.
Bit bit cheesy for me. What do you think?
It's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah,
It should have been
but
called Inquisitor's Castle.
nah. I thought it was quite cool inside. Like there was that's probably a good time to mention. There was a lot of Fallen Order references in this episode.
I see.
The
I'm not
like
too
so
far in it.
I didn't get that far either. As you know, I got lost. We discussed this during the video game ranking. I got lost a bit, but actually it's discounted at the moment. So I'm thinking of buying it for the PlayStation 5 and giving it another go because it's a canon story. I really kind of do want to finish it so I know what happens.
Yeah, do it.
The planet they were on, the water planet, which the name escapes me, that's in Fallen Order apparently.
Yeah, I think I've heard that as well.
And one of the classes of troopers, the black ones near the end,
Purge
apparently
Trooper.
they're from Fallen Order as well.
Oh yeah, fought a few of them. I'm pretty sure they probably killed me a few times as well.
And
Um,
if I've missed any, I'm sure there are more. If there are any other Fallen Order references, I think the torture chamber was also in Fallen Order. I heard.
all right, okay, I've no idea. Not seen. No, definitely didn't get that far.
Yeah,
Um,
so I definitely want to go back and complete that game one day because I did really enjoy it. The fighting and it's amazing, and it's got a good storyline, and some interesting characters, and the graphics are
the
fantastic as well.
fighting's so hard though. The fighting's so
It's
hard.
good though. It's challenging. Like
Yes, that's challenge.
I love the Lego Star Wars game, but the it's not very challenging. It's great to look at and it's fun, so fun. I'm on an episode of Hoff, or recently it was an episode of Hoff, just running about in the dark on a tauntaun. It was great fun.
It sounds great.
Yeah, never
um,
call it's discounted on Amazon. Get
yes,
the
I've
art
seen
of
it at
it.
some PlayStation Store discounted as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, that was a massive tangent. So we're talking about the Jedi Tomb. We've spoken about the Fallen Order references. A good
can we,
segue
can we
might
talk
be.
about?
Sorry,
Sorry, I was going to say because we're talking about the Fortress Inquisitorius. Can we talk about the terrible, terrible design of the fortress?
okay, I'll let you lead
Like
on that one.
it's like not got a shield or anything.
Hmm.
It's not got a shield. It's not got like a way to defend from anything. Um, the security inside is apparently non-existent. And we'll probably get into when we get into the main kind of fleshiness of the episode. But I just thought overall, like basically, this is like a rescue episode, isn't it?
Hmm.
And the rescue is like unbelievably easy.
Well, they did reference that at the end that Riva kind of orchestrated it.
I know, but still, it just seemed like my logic sensors were just going off
Yeah.
again. Like much like the last episode, I was just watching it, going, really, really.
Yeah. It was one big homage to A New Hope. Did you not feel? Do you not think there were so many bits like rescuing Leia, Obi-Wan's kind of Jedi trick, the there's probably other bits as well, but just there was a lot like rebel pilots appearing at the last minute to save the day.
Yeah, there was a few, a few references I didn't really pick up on. See, when you said the trick, I didn't really think about it. I totally forgot that was a New Hope when he does
Yeah,
the noise.
I think he does it when he's going after the tractor beam.
Aye, yeah. Nah, I
The
totally forgot about that.
I heard a thing that was quite interesting in a YouTube video I was watching, and that each episode is sort of mirrored the the counterpart movie. So like episode one, Phantom Menace, part one, a lot of it was like on Tatooine, and then
Right.
the Attack of the Clones, the second part, a lot of it was on like a kind of futuristic world with lots of neon lights, which was kind of similar
No,
to the
right,
kind of
okay, like
Coruscant
Coruscant.
levels. Part three and Revenge of the Sith obviously had someone getting burnt and Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting, and this episode was a lot like A New Hope. So it'd be interesting if the next part has a lot of Empire vibes and part six has Return of the Jedi vibes. Just
Interesting.
something.
Interesting. Okay.
Just,
I, I did not pick up on that at all.
oh, I didn't either. I heard it in a review or a breakdown I watched.
Yeah, I'm just hoping. 2 seconds. Let my dog in. He's wanting attention.
Bring it up with dogs. Who, who.
You let the dogs in.
Yes.
Sorry about that. That's
Right.
here is here to get crash a party.
I'm quite enjoying doing this kind of disjointed review instead of our poor linear attempt a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah, we should never do that again.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
So, oh, Paul's getting a wee kiss off the dog there. So, Princess Leia outstaying her welcome a wee bit, yeah or nay?
I would say so because, like, I don't know. It's because, like, in A New Hope, it's like a very, I don't know. It's just as if they don't really know each other that much.
Yeah. Well, she
And
does scream.
even after that, she doesn't even mention like Ben in any other movies after that.
She does like scream, "Oh, you're here with Ben Kenobi!" Like quite excitedly, I suppose.
Mm, yeah, but I don't know. It's just
I think it would have worked better if she'd been in like the first two, three max, and then the story moved on.
yeah,
I just don't want the whole show to be about this game of cat and mouse between Leia and Reva.
yeah. And I feel like I've seen this movie before, where it's just like an older character taking
Yeah,
care of a younger character who's
I
got a
know.
bit of something about them.
I don't know why they went down that route. Oh, at least there's a existing personal connection between them because of Anakin. But
Yeah, but then I don't know. It just doesn't. I feel like it's not going to make sense in the grand scheme of things
mm,
unless she's going to. Like I was listening to another podcast earlier this morning, the Wheel of Horror, and they were talking about it. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, they really need is like Kenobi going to like Jedi mind trick her and make her forget everything? Because that's the only way she's going to like lead that kind of normal life, really. And I was
yeah,
listening to them, and they were kind of saying the same thing. He was saying like they're going to like Men in Black, just like Zapper.
yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
But then if they do
I
that,
don't,
then all this will be in for like nothing.
yeah. Although we did have that cute moment where they held hands at the end.
Yeah, true. Which means it's kind of sad that it's not more impactful in the earlier movies.
I just don't know where it's going. Like my big prediction, which I was quite confident about, was Qui-Gon was going to make his appearance in this one, and that's what would snap Obi-Wan out of his slumber. But
Yeah, because we were talking about
still,
him being like
still
on the road
no,
to recovery and stuff, and there wasn't
still
really.
no Qui-Gon. So that's maybe a good point to talk about that. The episode starts out with Obi-Wan, yet another character in the Bacta tank. There must be unlimited supplies of that throughout the galaxy. I did quite like that scene where he is remembering what happened, and like Vader's also in the Bacta tank, and there's that kind of back and forth, and then Obi-Wan kind of snaps out of it. But he didn't seem to be that. Like he just kind of went from being totally scared and getting totally defeated to being like relatively okay and starting to use the Force again. There didn't seem to be much of a
No,
transition there.
yeah, it was a pretty quick one, and even that, like in the back to tank, he looked like totally like scarred to bits, and then
Well, there is prior of that, and that. Do you remember Mando in the finale of season one of Mando?
the finale.
Remember he
Finale.
gets totally burnt out, and IG-11 gives him some Bacta, and he's about to die, and then
Oh yeah,
5 minutes later he's taking out stormtroopers.
that's right. That's right.
So that's consistent with the canon, that bit, I would say.
Okay, but yeah, I know what you mean. They did kind of recover like super
Hmm.
quick, and then he was ready to go to storm the fortress.
I don't know about you, but as soon as you see, I wish they didn't tell you how long the episodes were sometimes, because when I know it's a short one, I can't help it. I clock watch quite a lot. I'll like pause it every like 5 minutes to see how long's left, and when it's a longer episode, I don't do that because
Yeah, you can wait for something to happen, but
yeah,
you feel like they're just going to try and cram stuff in, and is it going to be worth it?
I thought the pace was a bit weird in this episode. I felt like things just moved really quickly, and there wasn't a lot of time for things to breathe. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like they got into the fortress really quickly, and like Obi-Wan like met no resistance really in this big fortress, and like they got to the places they need to be
Uh,
real quick.
if we're talking about things going fast, so at the start, what's her name again? The character from part three,
Tala.
Tala takes them to speak to some. Um, are they rebel? Would they be classed as rebels? You know, the couple of people they spoke to.
I thought they were just kind of it's like smugglers or something.
Yeah, the guy who comes back later in the episode, I can't remember his name, but I think the actor's quite well known.
O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah, and that's the bit I was referencing in my intro. Is like he basically said, "Don't want to do this. I lost somebody before." Obi-Wan doesn't say a word, and then suddenly he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you." It was just like the biggest uh, turnaround I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like I don't know if he's got more to come from his character, but I felt he was very underused in this episode for being such a big name.
There was rumors he was going to be Quinlan Voss.
I did hear that as well, but I think he was just. I think when the name was mentioned, I think he went on Twitter and just kind of made the rumor up himself.
Yeah, it's. Do you feel like this episode in particular, like, do you feel like there was maybe more to it before and they had to cut it down? I don't know. Just
I don't
felt
know. Like
felt a
I
bit
think
incomplete.
I feel like they had such a good set design. They had such like it could have been like so much better, but I feel like it looked rushed. I felt to me, I felt it looked really rushed, and wasn't wasn't the finished article. There were just too many wee bits where I was just like, this doesn't look right or feel right.
Mm,
Like you know what I mean? Like even right, so like on the end, you know, like when they're trying to escape with Leia, well, like, when they get Leia and they're trying to escape, and she's just like hiding under his coat.
yeah, Obi-Wan wearing that jacket just looked ridiculous. So
Yeah, that jacket, and he's got a kid walking under his coat, and it's just like, oh, it just looked horrendously weird. and
I
like all
thought
these stormtroopers, no, and they're on high alert, and nobody's looking at this thinking this is weird.
I thought Reva and Obi-Wan were maybe going to fight on the platform, but that didn't happen. I thought Obi-Wan was going to take out Old Blue.
Yeah. Oh no, we already seen 5 seconds of it, so that was all they could afford
I,
on the
I did
budget.
I did quite like the scene in the torture chamber where Obi-Wan took down the stormtroopers, and it was quite good seeing him actually use his lightsaber and use the Force and start to fight a bit. So that was one of the positives of the episode, I'd say. I just don't like how they got him there. There wasn't really a catalyst for that change.
Yeah, yeah. It was just too many convenient things happening that all ended up with him being there.
He did his wee signature Obi-Wan twirl. Did you see it?
Is that
The
in the
one,
second Stormtrooper?
the one when he does the one that the wee thing he does in the prequels.
Yeah, yeah.
If you rewatched it, you'll probably see it. Um. So I thought the not the torture, the kind of interrogation scenes dragged out a wee bit.
Yeah, and I feel like Reva could have done way more. Like I know she can um like extract information, like she extracted off a Hadja.
Yeah. It,
But she couldn't get it earlier. Like surely I should have thought there was something
yeah.
odd that she can't extract information from like a was she 10, 8, 10, 8?
I think they're trying to like build the view that she's force sensitive, and that's why she's resisting the mind probe.
Yeah. But then if she was force sensitive, surely Reva would have taken more of an interest on her.
Yeah, and obviously Leia doesn't really display any force abilities in the original trilogy until she communicates with Luke.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there, Colin. I didn't like the episode.
When I watched like some reviews and some breakdowns, there is a lot of cool Easter eggs and like for kind of mirroring of other shows and films. But yeah, as an episode, it was definitely my least favorite of the four, I would say.
Yeah. But yeah, it has so much potential because it's
Mm.
got such a cool setting.
It was a weird choice for the fourth part. Well, the last episode, I know you weren't a massive fan, but it was pretty epic in terms of what went down. But I suppose maybe they wanted to have a bit of a lower key one for part 5 and 6 to really explode.
I know, but why
I
does
don't
it
know.
have to have a lower key one? Why can't it just all be amazing?
I know. It's strange. Like Book of Boba Fett got a lot of criticism, but it had its failings. But like that finale episode, I thought was brilliant. I've actually thought about rewatching just that one recently.
Yeah. To be fair, it's
And,
nothing more worth rewatching, isn't it? Oh no, because the rest is the Mandalorian.
well, the I've also thought about rewatching the second last one, so the one with Luke and stuff as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I was
yeah, I
actually
think
thinking that because like when you go through it, like they were really like those episodes were just like wow. And I'm still waiting for the episode where I'm like, wow, in this. And for it to be
yeah,
a season 2 already announced, I'm kind of like, surely they must have something up their sleeve for the last 2 episodes.
I just don't know. Like I think everyone went into it with like such high expectations, but I don't think having like a bit of a better story would have been like too high an expectation.
Yeah.
If I don't want to
See,
be I don't want to be
make it.
overly negative. Like I really enjoyed the first episode. I didn't enjoy the second as much, but the end was really harrowing with Obi-Wan finding out about Vader. I, on the whole, really liked episode 3. Like there was bits in like the fight and stuff and like the film
Hey,
and all
save it for
that.
the episode ranking, boy.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent again. So what else happened? There was a bit there was these two pilots. Was it like snow speeders? No, it wasn't snow speeders. It was.
I was no speeders, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a bit in this episode where, and again, I saw this in a breakdown. I'm not going to claim it. It was actually Obi-Wan's idea for them to be used as like attack vehicles, like because they weren't before; they were just for cargo.
All right. Okay.
Um, but there's a couple. There's like a male and a female character, and then like one of them, the male dies at the end, and when they save them on the platform,
Yeah. Wade.
but they they didn't spend like any time like letting us get to know this guy. Then everyone was really sad at the end, and I was just a bit like, we literally met him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Because even that, I wasn't even sure who it was when he got killed. I was like, who was that guy? Where did we see him? And then I was like, oh, it was that skinny guy at the meeting, the debrief that said, I
Uh,
think, 2 words.
I knew it was the guy from the start, but I didn't exactly care.
Yeah. And did you think the snow speeders? I didn't think they looked particularly good. I thought it looked a bit janky, the CGI.
I've not actually watched this episode the second time yet, so I will rewatch it at some point.
Yeah. I thought you just know when the snow speeder like stops, like dead, and is just
Yeah.
shooting at Reva. I just thought I just didn't think it looked right at all,
Mm.
and it was just annoying that they've got this fortress and they couldn't defend against 2 snow speeders. Like, surely they must have been picked up somewhere, and there's no
Yeah.
TIE fighters, no nothing. It's just these 2 snow speeders, and then he can
Yeah.
get away again.
Reva looked so pathetic when they escaped, so I was quite glad when it was revealed they let them go. But it is a total like just repeat of like the end of A New Hope. That bit, like letting them escape.
Oh, right, okay.
I was quite glad they put the tracker and the droid because it at least gave the droid a wee bit of plot relevance.
I know. Be Lola. Uh,
Lola is totally there to sell merch, and she,
yeah, she's a new Tamagotchi.
yeah. So Lola's coming to a shop near you soon.
Yeah.
Um,
I was so confused though. As soon as she said, "Oh, we put a tracker on their ship," I was like, "How did they put a tracker on a ship?" Because they didn't leave on their ship and they left on
oh,
2 snow speeders. And I was sitting there questioning this for about 5 minutes, and then it was like, "Oh, it's on the droid."
no. I thought that bit was quite clever, like
Yeah,
because that's why Lola was highlighted during the interrogation scene.
aye, because I thought it was a bit random that the droid just attacked her and she caught it. But what if Lola hadn't uh, shown herself?
Well, sure, should have thought of something else. I
Yes.
don't. I was really not a fan of Reva in the first couple of episodes. I'm not. I wouldn't class myself as a fan, but I don't think she's been as bad. But surely soon we'll find out her backstory because there's 2 episodes left, and we still don't really know. Well, we do know that she was one of the young ones at the temple. That's like pretty obvious, but we haven't been told that yet.
It's probably a fake out, and she's just evil.
Though there's still so much like obviously no Qui-Gon yet. There's been no rumored flashbacks to like the Clone Wars. We've not seen that much of Vader, although I reckon they'll probably fight again in the last episode. Vader's obviously in this episode. He had a few moments where he rushes in and puts Reva into the chokehold. Is it?
Yeah, I thought he was going to kill her right there and then.
I thought Reva was going to take it out, and if she didn't have some unresolved story beats, I think it would have been a good call to show Vader's fury and take her out.
Yeah,
But then obviously I didn't really think they would go through with it, to be honest.
no. I thought that was quite funny. I was like I said, I was listening to the Wheel of Horror this morning, and they were saying like he was so pissed that she let him get away, when in the episode previously, literally he just let him get away.
Yeah, it is still great hearing James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I still think he sounds great. Do you think he sounds any different now?
Again, a lot of things that I say, I do know things, but obviously I hear things. I watch a lot of reviews and stuff. There was something in the credits. It was a company that like manipulates voice. I think it was maybe the same company that was involved in Luke's voice in one of the shows.
Right. Okay.
So I think it will be James Earl Jones, but I think there has been maybe some kind of manipulation.
Right. Okay. Aye. So I can't imagine he sounds the same now as he did
Yeah.
way back when.
How I don't know the last time you watched Lion King, but it's so weird when you have the Mufasa scenes and you hear James Earl Jones. See if you just close your eyes, you just think it's Vader.
Right. Okay. I've not seen any. I've not seen that in
Uh,
forever, probably since it came out. So
it holds up.
is it okay?
Yeah.
Tangent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's not really that much more to talk about. I feel like we've covered. The only other thing was that scene. See when I keep forgetting. Is it Tala
Tala.
is undercover, right? And then she's like talking to Obi-Wan over the wee comlink from
Oh,
A
in
New
the
Hope,
control room.
and she's right now. There's like people like right across the table from her, and like they're not
Yeah.
here.
This is the thing where I'm just like, it
Uh,
doesn't make sense. I'm going. I'm like, surely somebody can hear her whispering all these things and thinks it's really suspicious or something. Surely there must be someone.
like this
And
is
then
a uh,
and then the guy comes over and he's like, "Oh, I need to see your credentials." And then she like assassinates him. Nobody flicks an eyelid. Nobody hears it or nothing, even though it's only like 10 feet away behind them. And then she just goes back to going, "Right, Obi-Wan, you need to go this way, left way, this way."
yeah, that
Like,
was a bit stupid. I feel like we've been turning this episode to shreds, but you would think that they would like watch the episodes. Like
yeah,
it is weird to think. So when you get a lot of these things, like Star Wars is quite famous for it, but like, how did they not like notice these things if we've noticed it after one viewing?
yeah. And is it not? Is the director not Deborah Chow?
Never try, yeah.
And she was amazing in The Mandalorian, the episode she did. So I'm quite surprised that she's not picking up on these things. Uh, like,
It is a collaborative process, I
yeah,
suppose, but
it is nitpicky things, but it's things that just totally pull me out of the experience. I'm just like sitting there going, how are these guys not getting caught? Or like, even when the storm, when Obi-Wan's going through the corridor and he hides up the side,
yeah.
like the stormtrooper's like 10 feet in front of him, looking right at him. When the shot comes in, like the stormtroopers come in the
Uh,
shot, and he's like right there, and then he jumps up, and it's like, how did they not see him in the first place?
you just froze. Your hands just like stuck like that. There was the quite exciting bit with. Actually, there was a bit we forgot. So Tala was talking to Riva and basically trying to buy Obi-Wan some time and basically lying about where the rebel base was.
Yeah, floor him.
Uh, yeah, which is a Honda's homeworld.
Hondo.
Hondo, what did I say? Honda. That's a car, isn't it?
All right.
Uh, so
A car
yeah,
factory.
so that bit was, but then also obviously we thought Riva was going to get taken out, but Riva was lied to by Tala. She got found out, well, she basically admitted it, and then she didn't take her out either. But that's when she got called away because Obi-Wan escaped.
Yeah. And then she just battered two stormtroopers.
Yeah, and there was also the bit
Dead
with
easy.
the glass getting shot and Obi-Wan using the Force to like keep it in.
Yeah. Scarlett was saying this to me actually. Yeah, she's like, so you remember watching this going, Paul, why are the windows not blaster proof? And I'm going, I don't know. And then she's like, surely if you're all walking about with these guns, like say if it was uh, like just human like us,
Yeah,
and it was like you had guns or something, you'd have like bulletproof glass to just in
I
case.
you think so?
And then yeah, so it was a bit weird. I keep saying that, but it was a bit weird. But
Yeah. It was. It
oh,
was just there was
I
just
just
something
really like.
about
I just really want to love this, but it's hard.
there was just something a bit off. Like I feel like episode one was great. Episode two was pretty decent. I thought episode three was really good, apart from just a few bits. This was the first episode where I've been a bit like, didn't quite feel it. Just didn't feel right when I was watching it.
Yeah,
And see, when I was watching part three, I watched it with my dad, and I was just on edge the whole time. Like and see when Vader first appeared and like the breathing and Obi-Wan's like reaction again.
Yeah.
I was really invested.
I feel like they showed their hand too quickly though with that one with Vader so quick. That was just my kind of personal thing. I'd rather they waited it out, like so you're anticipating it towards the end because I thought that was what was going to happen.
Hmm.
I feel like they kind of, but I know why they did it just to kind of show him defeated and failed, but show Obi-Wan defeated and failed. But like you're saying, he bounced back super quick.
Right. I think the show can be redeemed, but it has to have part five has to be a stormer. I think to set up
Yeah.
a strong finale.
Hmm.
Because if part five's not great or the finale's not great, I think it might be viewed a bit as a bit of a failure. And I know how excited we were for like that night I watched the first two years. Like
Yeah.
I really hope I really hope it sticks to landing.
Me too. Hopefully, this is the wee blip, a wee filler episode that
Yeah.
just
Because
hasn't worked out.
a lot of your gripes with part three were to do with like the fight and like the end, and that's the bit I wasn't sure of, but I think the rest of that episode was pretty solid.
Yeah, like I think visually wise, they look great. Like the episodes, it's just logic that gets me. Like I know it's like space wizards and laser swords and all that kind of stuff, but it's just the kind of basic thought processes of things. Like we're talking about the like Tala using a com link in a control room full of people and nobody noticing what she's up to.
I know.
And nobody saying a word. Like it's not as if like there's a lot going on in the room. Like everyone else is sitting in deathly silence, and she's the only one talking.
Yeah, if I was doing something like that at work, someone would definitely hear me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like me too. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not as if she's like saying anything, like speaking in code or anything like that. She's like basically saying like, "You need to go here. You need to avoid this. I'm going to open this for you."
Yeah. We've got two episodes to go, so let's have a bit of faith. Qui-Gon's got to appear in this one, I think. Like, if you save him to the last episode, I don't think it's as impactful unless there is a season two.
Yeah. Think there'll be any more cameos or anything?
Uh, if Qui-Gon doesn't, maybe some sort of Yoda appearance?
Do you think? You know, just
Mm,
chilling in Dagobah?
unlikely. I think Qui-Gon's got to appear, surely.
You would think so. Like,
Three mentions already.
I know. Otherwise, it's just the worst fake out in history.
Yeah. Right, well, I think we've kind of covered everything. I can't really think of anything we've not touched on.
Yeah. I would talk about.
Our review is longer than the episode, so there's that.
Yeah. I know. Right. 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 We'll try and put a good positive spin on this in the end. What did you enjoy about this episode?
I enjoyed. Oh, there was a Phantom Menace callback when Obi-Wan was using the breathing device under the water.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Well, that was quite
Did they
cool.
have like a hearing device in as well? Because obviously Tala was talking to them through a comm link.
That was like the same comlink from A New Hope. So yeah, I did like a lot of the callbacks to A New Hope
Right. Okay.
and Obi-Wan using the Force again. Obi-Wan using his lightsaber. I liked Vader's brief appearances.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
But
I'm still waiting for the Inquisitors to do something though. Like they've done nothing.
and I wonder, and we've still got the Grand Inquisitor side of it to
Yeah. I hope they kick up again
resolve.
in the last two episodes.
The last two episodes have got to be quite long, surely. Like the Boba Fett finale was quite long, wasn't it?
Yeah, is that like an hour and a bit long?
Yeah, I really want to watch that again. I think in
Just for that.
hindsight now, Boba Fett wasn't actually that bad. I think it was maybe over criticizing in a lot of ways.
Well, to be fair, it started off really slow, and then
Mm.
it turned into Mando season 3. It was a bit of a
It was a
mishmash. I think.
bit of a mixed bag, but it had a lot of great. See, like the Rancor. Sorry, we're going off on a tangent again.
I
So
know
is
you
there anything
mean.
else? Well, what did you like about the episode then?
The end credits.
Right, no, you can't do that because you made me.
Damn, I'm kidding.
But,
I liked the Purge Trooper. I thought he was pretty cool. Um, I did like Vader like storming through. I thought that was. I was like, yeah, go on, do it. I'm beginning to like. I like Reva. I think Reva's grown into the show.
Hmm.
I think she started off pretty poor. She's getting better, so I like it to see that. But other than that, it was just the whole logic of the whole kind of rescue and
Oh, the
how
tomb. The tomb seems really cool.
your Tim was okay, yeah. But I have
And
questions, so many questions, and I really want them to be answered. Like what, like obviously, like you're saying, like maybe the cloning or whatever. It's like how do they capture them like this? Because obviously the wee younglings like mid run. So how do they catch him in this?
was it some form of carbonite-ish sort of thing?
I don't know. Also, was that kid? Did he just not make it at the temple? Because he looks like he's
Uh,
right at the Jedi temple.
I think he was one of the Order 66 squad.
Did they have Inquisitors in Order 66?
No, but maybe they picked a few of them up before. I don't know. I don't know, Paul. I didn't write this.
They ask your homework for next week.
You know, Ewan McGregor's an executive producer on it.
I did. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's obviously got a big say on the whole show as well.
Okay, so we blame him.
I think we're missing a bit of the Favreau Filoni magic here.
I don't know. There's just something that's like see the first episodes. I thought this was like brilliant. I was really enjoying it after the first episodes, and then the third one I was kind of like, it was okay, but had problems. And then this fourth one, I'm kind of like, what's
Yep.
going on now? Like, I came out of it just kind of like, because like, see Boba Fett, like, if Scarlett had asked me, I was like, yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. Like, yeah, it was quite good. And this one, I came out of it and I just went, it was okay.
How do you think you'd feel if we weren't doing the podcast? Do you think you would think as much, or do you think you automatically think through things more because you know you're going to talk about it?
It's a good point, actually. I don't know. I feel like probably since you started this podcast, I do go through things more with a critical eye, but
Yeah.
I think I do this with movies quite a lot before I did podcasting. Like, if there's like daft things happening, I'll point it out, or like continuity errors or something, like just
Yeah.
weird things that I don't find quite right. I would say it because my dad does it quite a lot. He'll be like, "That doesn't make sense." Yeah, so I can't pick it up off him. But
Vicky does it as well.
nah, she falls asleep.
Are you still? This isn't me moaning at you. I'm just asking. Are you still going with Rebels?
No, I'm still going. It's like it's a Saturday morning kind of thing.
Did you? I'm assuming you've seen the start of season 2 then.
What happens in season 2?
The start of season 2.
What happens at the start?
There's a two-parter. Vader's in.
Don't remember. Possibly.
On
I may
Lothal.
be the end of season 1.
I will spoiler. Vader's in season 2 of here, but
Well,
so
yeah, I can't remember. I remember.
season 1's not great, but the battle with like the head Inquisitor is pretty good with Kanan and stuff. At the end of season 1.
Oh, is that when there's like a? Is that when they control the things, the animals, the beasts?
Possibly. Can't remember. Do you know who voices? Do you know who voices the Grand Inquisitor?
Rupert Everett.
No, it's Jason Isaacs. You know, Lucius Malfoy.
Ah, I always get confused between them two. Yeah, I knew it was one something like that.
Yeah, I really like him. I thought that was interesting casting. There's a bit in it. I don't know if you've got to the episode, and I think you might have. They use a zombie basically of Luminara and Dooley to try and capture some Jedi.
Yeah, I did. It's not. It's not. It's like her body's like just a corpse in a cell.
Yeah, that was a wee bit kind of linking into tonight's episode with the tombs.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'm just curious as to the process, but maybe somebody will have an answer for it.
I don't know. I think that might just become one of those things that's in like different shows, and maybe we won't find out about it for a while.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Episode rating.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Right. I'm going to go. Oh, this will definitely be the lowest. So 5.
5. What were you at last week?
I think it was about an 8, maybe 7, 8.
7, 8. See, I'm pretty inclined to agree with you because I was 6.5 for last week. And I
If
thought this was.
you've got that one for 6.5, this one must be lower than 5.
Yeah. I'll probably agree with you. I'll probably put a 5. Like it
It
was
still
just okay.
has some goodness. Just it's my least favorite out of the 4 episodes for definite.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, hopefully it'll be better next week. That's all.
I'm sure things will pick up.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're just continuing to do our Obi-Wan reviews. We've only got 2 more left. Do you think we'll do a ranking of the episodes when we're done, like an overall summary, put a wee bow on it?
Possibly. And hopefully this is the lowest one in the ranking.
And hopefully this one gets a few more views, because although we've done the live streams, the views haven't been great on the Kenobi one. So either people don't want to listen to us talk about Kenobi, or people just aren't quite ready to listen to Kenobi reviews. So it'll be one of those ones.
It's probably the former.
Yeah, but to be honest, see, when it comes to like this sort of thing, yes, we love our fans, but this is more for me and for us, like just to talk Star Wars.
Yeah, aye. No. So the reason we started this was just to talk nonsense.
But I'm looking forward to getting back into doing other movies and the rankings, especially once Kenobi's done.
Yeah, definitely. Do my wee ranking episode.
I'm going to see Jurassic World, which isn't getting great reviews in some places on YouTube, on Saturday, I think, and I need to go see Lightyear as well, and I'll need to go see Top Gun as well.
Yeah,
those are the 3 I get to see.
I caught a wee snippet of Top Gun. I was working in the cinema, installing a phone line, and Top Gun was on. I was working in the projector room.
I still need to watch the original right enough. I've still not managed to watch it.
You got the new DVD, don't you?
I find it hard to watch movies unless we're reviewing it, because they're quite long and they take up quite a lot of time in your evening.
God, welcome to the world, Colin.
I know. Right, we'll finish up. This has been Seismic Cinema. We believe in the power of escapism. We really hope that Kenobi can escape being a failure. And we hope for some Qui-Gon in the next few episodes.
Yes. Hopefully they can escape the realms of 5s and get up to the 10s.
5s. That's a great Clone Wars arc. Right. We'll see you next week for part 5.
You're not doing the plugs?
Oh, plugs. We're on YouTube. We're on the Spotify's, the Apple Podcasts, all the places you listen to your podcasts. We have social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, approaching 700 followers, so that's pretty good. And yeah, we're doing okay. Could do a few more views, so get viewing and also subscribe. And over the summer, I'm going to maybe learn where to put the buttons, all the buttons that people click on and stuff. That's my summer holiday plan.
I'm going to have to take a social media class.
Yes.
Nice one.
Right.
I might invest in proper tech over the summer, maybe.
Yes.
Right.
Over and out.
Yes. Well, thanks for listening, everybody, and have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.